Gold, silver or diamonds, fashion jewelries and accessories have become a big part of our day-to-day looks. In fact, not only women, but also a lot of men flaunt these jewelries with a lot of style. नेपालको मार्केट र नेपालको ट्रेन्डको कुरा गर्ने हो भने धेरै जस्तो ज्वेलरीजहरु हामी बाहिरबाट इम्पोर्ट गर्छौं त्यो पनि heavily influenced by Bollywood or Hollywood celebrities. But अहिलेको टाइममा we are very lucky that we have many Nepali designers emerging in the jewelry line as well. But what does it take to manufacture, design and sell these jewelries in the Nepali market? In contemporary times prefer to buy and wear fashion jewelry over authentic gold and silver ornaments. Whatever could have caused such a shift in taste? In my opinion, this is because fashion jewelry offers the buyers significantly more advantages that are unavailable when buying traditional gold or silver jewelry. Today in this episode of Here's to Life, we head towards AAMO, a conceptual jewelry line where each jewelry has a unique story of its own. 2015 मा established भएको AAMO एउटा sustainable jewelry line हो where each jewelry is handcrafted by local master craftsmen. AAMO has definitely changed the face of Nepali jewelry industry because it has a lot of rich and a wide variety of selections. I'm super excited to head towards AAMO to see what they have in store for us because I've heard that they blend tradition with contemporary designs. A conceptual jewelry line where each of their product is handcrafted by local master craftsmen. A sustainable line of jewelry, AAMO was founded in 2015 by Ayusha Shrestha. अहिलेको समयमा AAMO jewelries को बारेमा थाहा नहुने शायद कमै हुनुहुन्छ होला. AAMO has become a brand now. But AAMO को inspiration कहाँबाट आयो? कसरी यो brand को सुरुवात भयो र यो brand अथवा AAMO को journey को बारेमा अझै थप जानकारीको लागि we are here at Chaya Center and in conversation with the designer and founder of AAMO Jewelleries herself, Ayusha Shrestha ji is here with us. Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
So like I said, अहिले AAMO has become a brand, right? तर यसको सुरुवात यहाँले कसरी गर्नुभयो because you were the only founding member and you started it all by yourself. So tell us about AAMO.
सुरु गर्दा चाहिँ मैले ज्वेलरी नै गर्छु भने चाहिँ सुरु गरेको हैन. मैले मेजर चाहिँ ग्राफिक डिजाइनिङमा गरेको हो. But I saw this problem as a consumer when I used to go and buy jewelry कि हाम्रो मार्केटमा similar designs अनि mostly a lot coming from India बाट China बाट अनि नेपालीहरुले बनाउनु भएको डिजाइनहरु खोज्दा चाहिँ एकदम कपी मात्रै भएको के धेरै सामान. So I realized I'm passionate about jewelry. I am a consumer myself. So I thought why not मैले नै डिजाइन गरेर अनि maybe I can start and then maybe I can gift it to friends and family and use it myself. And then one of the अर्को reasons चाहिँ मैले किन सुरु गरेको भने I realized हाम्रो skill set, especially traditionally trained artisans हरुको skill set, because it's just family to family passed down. So that was actually dying out. So grandfatherly father to son mostly, and women were not even involved. It was just father to son हुने. So त्यो चाहिँ a lot of the artisans हरु उहाँहरु चाहिँ बाहिर पढ्न जाने, doctor, engineer, focusing on other things than learning the skill set. But I realized there's a big problem. So त्यसलाई पनि as a designer I thought how could I problem solve that and how could I work within the community and make some sort of change. Then I said, okay, let me start with one person and maybe I can do 1-2 designs, and actually that's the starting story.
So your jewelry, your designs are as unique as the brand name itself, AAMO. AAMO ko meaning ki ho?
I love to do research. So when I was doing research and I realized, because I didn't study jewelry, and this for me was like a passion project, and so I said, because I'm doing this purely out of my love for the artisans and for the fact that I wanted to wear something Nepali made. So I thought let's put a name also that I'm very, so AAMO, and it has 2-3 meanings honestly. So one of the meaning is say one of my linguistic ma chai AAMO bhaneko ama pani bhanera I found out. So I'm very close to my mother, so it was like, you know, to please her too. So tyo, and other say ti amo bhन्छ हामीले. So त्यसमा पनि AAMO means love. हजुर. So on that अनि त्यसमा चाहिँ it's just AAMO, but I decided to add another A to say like my love, Ayusha's love bhanera. That's why it became AAMO.
So when I look at your jewelries, each piece is so unique, so different from one another, yet there's something that binds them together, okay? Euta ekdam common factors is, there's a common element behind it, right? So tell us about your inspiration, about your designs, and about all the jewelries that you have here in AAMO.
The whole idea about how I wanted to be different from jewelry available in the market. I wanted to be concept based. That's why I introduced conceptually based jewelry line or accessories. Because jewelry ramro bhayepachi matrai ta laउँछ मान्छेले किन्ने पनि, it has to look beautiful. But I didn't want it to look just ramro or beautiful. I wanted to have a story behind each piece. So तपाईले जुन पनि jewelry हेर्नुहुन्छ or people buy, त्यसमा चाहिँ every jewelry को नाम पनि हुन्छ, and there's a whole narration behind how the design came about. So every piece, like there was a series I did, Garima bhanera, and Garima bhaneko हाम्रो English ma भन्दा dignity हो, and right after the earthquake हाम्रो कति मन्दिरहरु भत्कियो हैन, अब that is something कहिले पनि फर्केर त आउँदैन नि, त्यो गएपछि गयो. So with due respect हामीले त्यहाँको motifs हरु लिएर मैले with dignity, how do we come about some designs that are reflection of that भनेर हो. And one of the things that you mentioned, the common देख्नुहुन्छ भने actually it's the style, हाम्रो artisans हरुको skill set लाई पनि हेरेर I design. So मैले I want to make this भनेर I can't just go about designing. I need to understand मैले काम गर्ने artisans हरुको, I need to respect their skill sets, because some might be good at one thing, the other will be good at another thing. So I have to have that understanding उहाँहरुको, अनि उहाँहरुको बुझेर मात्रै I can also design. So त्यो भएर पनि I think these are the two things that I'm hoping and is what is making us run till now. And we've 2 years complete भयो, very commercial गर्न लागेको, but actually it's going to be 3 years. So I think that's one of the reasons to why we're still surviving.
So style and substance both. I think that's great. Also तपाईले आफ्नो artisans हरुको पनि कुरा mention गरिहाल्नु भयो. Tell us about them. How did you get in touch with them? Because I'm sure most of them home based हरु हुनुहुन्छ, like local people हरु जसको skill set भएको व्यक्तिहरु हुनुहुन्छ हैन, उहाँलाई contact गर्नु पनि सायद गाह्रो नै भयो होला र at the same time and also once you approached them हैन, उहाँले कसरी लिनु भयो यो concept लाई? Were they very welcoming, or tell us about it?
It was very difficult, साँच्चै भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ, किनभने मलाई के लाग्यो भने metal workers चाहिँ उहाँहरुले mostly they were only men, अनि just finishing painting गर्ने चाहिँ women were involved, but मैले हजुरलाई सुरुमा भने जस्तै it's just focused on men. So for them to have, for them I was an outsider, अनि outsiderले आएर बनाइदिनुस् भन्दा they were like why, and they kept saying तपाईले किन हैन, अनि I said, even when I said म सुरुमै तपाईलाई एडभान्स पैसा पनि दिन्छु हैन यो बनाइदिनुस् भन्दाखेरि they were like हामीले यस्तो बनाउँदैन, हामीले बनाएकै छैन. So it was this consistent negative one, but I didn't give up. I was like, and I had to convince them. It was many cups of just drinking cha with them, sitting, talking to
convincing them.
Yes, like okay, you know, and they're like, then finally when they said okay, we'll make it, then they said, we've never seen designs like this, garna sakdaina. So I had to convince them and say, because I spent around 4 years just doing research about trying to understand their skill sets. अनि मैले तपाईले गरिराख्नु भएकै skill set हो, त्यसलाई नै लिएर तपाईले यो बनाउने भनेपछि, and then it took me about 6 to 9 months just to start. And then they would start, and then they would think ए यो डिजाइन तपाईले गरे हैन होला, विदेशीले गरेको होला, otherwise तपाईको boss को हो, अनि if I take a guy friend with me and they will address him and not me. So I think even 4 years back, 3 years back, it was very difficult to accept that, you know, a single girl, a young looking girl can start and wants to do something on her own. But it's good. Now we've come a long way. So now no questions asked.
The rich selection and varieties of jewelry that they have blends contemporary and tradition. AAMO is definitely giving a new look to the fashion jewelry industry with its creativity and variety, and I'm pretty sure you'll love what they have to offer. AAMO has a rich and wide selection of jewelry that you would love and that goes in every attire or occasion. I personally love fashion jewelry. This new trend is just so appealing to me because of the way it looks and because of how customizable it is. In a way, it lets me express who I am in a new and enjoyable way. Of course, there's always more than one reason for wearing certain piece. But the main reason for it has always been because of how jewelry makes us feel more like ourselves and completes our outfits.
So I think that's very inspirational on its own that you've come a long way. Like I said, AAMO has now become a brand pani. So AAMO ko journey lai tapaile kasari हेर्नुहुन्छ because एउटा challenge भनेको त artisans हरुसँग connect गर्ने उहाँलाई जुन यो product बनाउनको लागि पनि भयो. What about the raw materials, or it could be finances or marketing गर्दाखेरि what was the response from your, first of all, the friends, family बाट नि कस्तो किसिमको response आयो हैन? Tell us about it.
So Suruma, I'll talk about the response. When I started, I hadn't told anyone. I was still doing a full-time job. And then my friends are like Bonio, and I gave it to them, and they were just happy to get gifts.
Yeah.
Oh, they worried. And then I showed it to my mom, and my mom like, so I was like quite disheartened. And then I finally told them after wearing it, because I wanted to get it tested to, you know, about the weight, about the material, how long does it last, is it comfortable to wear. Once I got positive response, then I said, oh, actually I designed it, and this is how I'm doing it. So they were quite shocked, and then they were appreciative.
Nice.
But it was still like, do you really want to give up another work to start something on your own? And till that time also, I didn't think I was doing business. For me, it was, I'm just a designer, you know, I'm designing and I'm working. Then, this is the whole point of getting the raw material itself. We actually had the Indian blockade border ko. So, unfortunately, Nepal raw material processing units are ekdam kam cha. So, metal was getting, we had to import it. So, India but aune metal, some were coming from Germany. So, there was a blockade for a long time. And at the same time, I realized a lot of the metal workers are metal wastage. And that waste is actually costing them money. So, we decided, why not the waste life? How can we break it down and turn it into jewelry or works of art that's wearable? So now we're really focusing on trying to reuse, recycle the metal that we have, and trying to make the whole company and our whole brand philosophy more sustainable and more ethical too in that way.
So I think the challenges la face garera pani you're here and the brand is here. Also oily ko but overall trend हेर्दाखेरि चाहिँ most of the jewelry भनेको एउटा चाहिँ there's this gold and silver jewelry ko line हुन्छ हैन, like जुन चाहिँ अब a lot of women अलिकति elderly women हरुले लगाउने अथवा हाम्रो moms हरुले लगाउने भनेको. अर्को भनेको चाहिँ youngsters हरु, they prefer all these I think Bollywood inspired jewelry, झुम्काहरु, all that. Your designs again are very unique. तपाईले like conceptual jewelry line पनि भन्नुहुन्छ. So when you started हैन, त्यो बेला र अहिलेको टाइममा चाहिँ कस्टमर्सहरुको response कस्तो छ, कुन एज ग्रुपको कस्टमर्सहरु धेरै आउनुहुन्छ, and what do they see in your jewelry, like के चाहिँ different लागेर they prefer it?
Honestly, I thought my age group ko and my friends 20 to 30s but I'm seeing 12, 10-year-old and my mother's age and beyond 60s and 70s. They're very open and they like to try and wear. So I think the clients have also grown with me. Because I didn't start with the purpose of starting a whole brand or running a business. So they're understanding. And because a lot of the clients like because my jewelry they completely also, you know, associate with the pieces. And I think another thing every time I design product ko tyo inspiration I do a write-up. And they write-up jewelry they get more interested, they have an understanding. And you appreciate and I think that's why also they buy. So hamro jewelry line ramro lagyo I love the fact that hamro consumer base is very conscious आजकल. It's not like सस्तो छ किन्ने भन्दा what is it, metal के हो, कसरी बन्यो, the questions they ask. So which is always good for a brand like us who we want to grow very slowly but with the consumers. So त्यो भएकोले I think we at the same pace भनौँ न consumer they always ask good questions and they do complain too, which is good for us because we learn.
They give feedbacks.
Yeah, exactly. So which is very important. So we're still learning, growing. That's what we keep saying.
Well, one thing I love about AAMO is how a lot of men are flaunting it. In fact, oileko time ma chai धेरै जना menहरु पनि I see them wearing your cufflinks in your lapel and all the different jewelries. So I think that's also very interesting, हैन? So AAMO को jewelry line को बारेमा especially menहरुको लागि त्यसको बारेमा पनि के भन्दिनुस् न?
What I realized was हाम्रो weddings the brides always flaunting a lot of jewelry, and men say they're either wearing just a suit or daura sural, and then they have nothing on them. So I realized there's this whole market, and men do like to wear stuff too, you know. So पहिलाको हाम्रो generation mostly rings हुन्थ्यो अनि chain हुन्थ्यो menहरुको, but I realized हाम्रो pins cufflinks people are buying अनि सबै बाहिरबाटै आइराछ. So त्यो पनि I had an understanding and I said okay, if men you know they appreciate हामीले जे गर्नु खोजिराको, we can carry on the jewelry line into men भनेर. Then men को पनि we did a whole traditional motifs लिएर, things that men, Nepali men, even people who know about Nepal or want to understand. So how do you make a conversation? Testo pins design garyo, cufflinks pani hamro we have Vajra pins अब Chandra Surya is actually one of our most famous cufflinks pins. People are very passionate hamro men and especially bahira jane belam they want to wear that. So which is very good. Ani wahanle pani they ask questions about it, which is even better. And I think it's good to involve men in the jewelry line too, you know. So tyo bhara pani, and then I said to fill that gap and also involve more conversation within our segment.
I think that's superb because I see a lot of, like I said, a lot of men and a lot of women wearing your jewelry, and again, sabai jewelry ko afnai euta story pani cha haina, so that makes it even more special. But how affordable are your jewelries?
So initially the whole idea hamro suru chai ke thyo bhane affordability bhandakheri we did not want to make हाम्रो यो knowledge conversation start भएकोले we wanted people to be aware that हातले बन्यो भन्दैमा अथवा नेपालमा बन्यो भन्दैमा सामान सस्तो चाहिँ हुने होइन, because नेपालमा बनेको त सस्तो हुने भने हाम्रो के understanding हुनु पर्यो नेपालमा मैले भने नि we don't have any raw material processing units, so it's very few that we do have. The fact that हामीले most of the stuff we have to import from बाहिर भन्दा नि making charges are higher. And त्यसमा पनि I'm working with a sector where there have been just no formal school. They have to learn the skill set within a household. They cannot actually go and say I'll pay you an amount and मलाई सिकाउनुस् भनेर. So I think people need to have that understanding that a lot goes into making or coming up with a piece that looks very simple to make. So त्यो appreciate होस् भनेर पनि we pay our artisans very fairly. We also give them loans, interest-free loans. We look into healthcare. There are many factors that we do add up instead of just, you know, trying to put out good-looking pair of earrings or pins, anything. So I think that at the same time we have focused and have an understanding of client ko. What is the range? The gift range is a certain range that we say. Gift range where people might want to spend 1,000 to 3,000. So we've catered to that too. So our whole range actually starts from 600, but we can go up to 80,000 too. So you know we have a whole range of who wants to buy what.
So there's everything for everyone, I think.
That's how we're trying to cater to. And even for kids, we're also focusing on kids. Jaile pani gift garda ke dine. So we're trying to say, okay, bachharhai ke garnu milcha, garnu mildaina. So there's a whole range that you can come pick, and we also take custom orders. People come with their saris and say this is a function that I want to go to. And some people will get their jewelry and say, it might be a neck piece, and they say we want earrings or something. So we cater to all the needs as we can. But I think clients are buznu pani huncha tara हाम्रो time pani लाग्छ हातले बनेको भए. But it's, I mean, every day actually we're learning के मान्छेहरुको needs and what kind of piece they're looking. हाम्रो पनि so slowly we're growing accordingly.
So अहिलेको समयमा यहाँको artisans are they satisfied or not? Because सुरुमा it took a lot of time convince गर्नको लागि हैन. So how do they see themselves अहिले उहाँको आफ्नो designs complete भएर आउँदाखेरि products हेर्दाखेरि पनि are they happy with it? Financially पनि are they satisfied right now or not?
I think they're very happy because they haven't complained.
Nice.
So त्यो भएकोले सुरुमा मैले it was so hard to get one person on board. But now चाहिँ के भयो भने word of mouth बाट then they'll say मेरो यो साथी यस्तो गर्नुहुन्छ. So I think that is a trust they have on me, and the fact that if I was doing something wrong, maybe they wouldn't have approached me. So त्यो भएकोले चाहिँ I think slowly त्यो growth भइरहेछ. Then they'll say okay मेरो छोरीलाई पनि गरिदिनु.
So they're happily joining in.
हजुर. So far I've had no complaints, which I think is very good for me. So I mean, the thing is, once यस्तो काम गर्न थालेपछि, and especially उहाँहरूको घर गएपछि you become a part of their family. You know, it's not just a working relationship that oh I'm paying you त्यस्तो हैन. It's one-on-one. They have to have an understanding of what I expect from them. I also clearly have to have an understanding of what they can do, cannot do. You know, so it's not a 9 to 5 job त हैन उहाँहरूको. A lot of them. I mean, the good thing is उहाँ भनेपछि they do. That means, you know, there's this understanding, trust. So I think they're happy.
So you guys are one big happy family, right?
I would want to say that.
Well, it was lovely talking to you. Thank you so much, Aisha ji, one more time. Thank you.
Some of the advantages offered by fashion jewelleries include cost-effectiveness, variety, and creativity. Artificial or fashion jewels are far more affordable than traditional gold ornaments. Additionally, you can buy artificial jewelry that perfectly replicates the look of gold or silver jewelry at a fraction of the price. Not only is this more cost-effective, it is also safer as you can wear these ornaments anywhere without the risk of theft or robbery. Fashion jewelry can also be found in varieties of colors, styles, and designs. Because of how affordable they are, you can buy a jewelry set that matches every individual outfit in your wardrobe. The latest funky earrings, junk bracelets, and fancy necklaces can be purchased for a relatively small amount of money. This allows you to buy new ornaments and fashion accessories online whenever you feel like changing your look or your style statement.
Enterprises like AAMO does much more than just produce fashion jewelries. These initiatives also provide employment opportunities to many while preserving our art and culture. These entrepreneurial ventures also make sure that the resources of our country are well utilized. AAMO for me is both style and substance. What are your views on it?